Hey boys, it's HarmNone. Today we're going to be going over what to buy and what to avoid this week in Grand Theft Auto Online. And of course, before we get into that, starting off with the car behind me, this is available this week on discount, and it is the Vapid Dominator ASP. It's a very cool vehicle. It is based off an early 2000s, late 90s Mustang. Very cool vehicle. Lots of customization. It is from the Tuners DLC, and it does have stance, meaning that it is extremely fast in a straight line, of course due to the suffering of the handling ever so slightly, but nonetheless a very cool car, and it is something you should look into this week because of course it is discounted. But before we get into that, we have to talk about how to make some money this week in Grand Theft Auto Online, so let's go ahead and get started. First of all, we have some new content in the game, and that is in the form of drag race races, which are pretty cool. I'm definitely going to be making a video about these tomorrow, and I'm very much looking forward to it. These are all on double money and double RP, so if you guys are interested, this is going to be a pretty good way to make money if you are a lower level, I would have to presume. So definitely check these out if you're interested. I'm definitely going to be trying them out tomorrow, and I'm looking forward to it very much. Another good option for you if you are a lower level is of course Rhino Hunt. This is on double money and double RP, and it is actually pretty fun. I would recommend trying this out if you have a few friends to do it with. Even if you don't, it is still going to be pretty fun with randoms, so definitely check it out if you guys are interested. But by far the best bonus money that we have in Grand Theft Auto Online this week is on auto shop robbery contracts. They are double money and double RP. Now these can pay anywhere from about $160,000 to about $300,000, and of course on double money and double RP you can expect double that. So about $600,000 for the best contracts, and about $300,000 to $350,000 for some of the worst contracts that you can do. So you can make a ton of money with these this week, and they only take about 20 minutes each, as I'm sure many of you know who have access to these. So if you are a lower level, I would recommend trying to get yourself an auto shop this week and actually doing some of these robbery contracts, because they are paying extremely well, and generally the auto shop is actually a good business to have. And of course this bonus does tie into some of our discounts that we have this week, so let's go ahead and talk about the property discount. On the Mazebank Foreclosures website, we will find, of course, auto shops are discounted, and they are 30% off plus all renovations. And now I have actually found with mine that the staff upgrades are free for some reason, as opposed to $770,000. So if you have an auto shop, I would recommend checking this, because you might have a free staff member upgrade. So check that out, and if you're buying an auto shop, make sure to get the staff members for free if this is in fact a possibility for you. So check your games and see what happens for you, but on my game, for some reason, they were free. So get the auto shop if you don't have one already for 30% off. Honestly, not a bad discount, and if you can get the staff for free, that's awesome. Now, as far as the rest of the discounts go, we're going to touch on them when we actually go to some of the dealerships, because that is where we're going to find the majority of, at least a few of the discounted vehicles this week. But to start off with, let's go to the casino and the LS car meet and talk about the podium vehicle and the prize ride. Within the casino, available to be won this week on the podium, we have the Pfister Growler. This thing's based off a Porsche Cayman in real life, which is a pretty cool car. It's got a lot of customization that can be done to it. It is part of the Tuners subcategory, and it is also part of the sports category, which is pretty awesome. Overall, it's a decent car, and you definitely should try to win it if you have access to it. The prize ride within the LS car meet this week is the Ubermacht Xeon Classic, or Zion Classic, and it is available this week if you place top 5 for 4 days in a row in LS Car Meet Series races, which is a relatively easy challenge. The only hard part is the 4 days in a row. Top 5 is also, obviously pretty simple to do. As long as you have thumbs, it's, you're going to get away with it for sure. But 4 days in a row is definitely going to be the challenging aspect of this. The Zion Classic is actually a pretty cool vehicle. It's got a decent amount of customization. I would definitely recommend trying to win it if you can, for sure. Now within the LS car meet, the vehicles that are available to be purchased here are the Emperor Vector on the left here. We also have the Karen Sultan RS Classic, as well as the Vapid Dominator ASP. Now these two vehicles are discounted. The Karen Sultan RS Classic as well as the Vapid Dominator ASP, they are both 30% off. So if you want these, they are 30% off, which is pretty good. You can also find these two on the website by the way, on Southern San Andreas under the two-door section, and if you just scroll down a little bit, you'll find the Karen Sultan RS Classic and the Vapid Dominator ASP right here and here. Now also on this website, you will find the Karen Calico GTF discounted as well, but it is not available in any of the dealerships. You can only get it on the website. Out of the two, I would have to say that I do recommend the Karen Sultan RS Classic if you want to do the tuners races, but for pretty much everything else, I think the Vapid Dominator ASP is just a little bit better. They both have about equal customization. It really just depends on which of the two cars you like the best. The Emperor Vector is available at all times in this game, so I don't really want to comment too much on it, and it's also not on sale. It's a good car though, for sure. Now within Simeon's dealership, we have the Karen Futo here available to be purchased. We also have the Canis Kalahari, which I do believe is removed from the game. And we also have the Pegassi Torero here. Now this is 30% off this week, so if you want a Pegassi Torero or a Lamborghini Countach, pretty cool car. Handles terribly, by the way, just saying. I wouldn't necessarily actually recommend picking up the Torero even with 30% discount, because the car just generally is pretty disappointing and kind of sucks. But if you really want a Countach, 30% off is not a bad deal for sure. We also have the Imponte Ruiner, which you can steal off of the street, and we have the Dinka Jester race car, which is a removed vehicle, and it is definitely one that I would recommend looking into. It's actually pretty good. So definitely look into that for sure. And at the Luxury Autos dealership, we have the Vapid Illusion on the left here, as well as the Declassy Impaler LX. The Impaler LX really isn't anything special. The Vapid Illusion is Imani Tech capable, but it's not discounted, so honestly, I'd say probably avoid both of these. Now, we do have one more discount, and it is on Legendary Motorsports, and I will show you guys under the two-door category here. If we just scroll down a little bit, we also have the Anis Euros discounted this week. Not a very good car. It's definitely one that I don't really recommend, but if you're interested, it is available and it is 30% off. Within the chop shop, the vehicles that are available to be stolen this week are the Bravado Buffalo EVX, as well as the Lampadati Viserys, and of course the Pegassi Toros. So obviously steal the EVX, #1 priority, then the Lampadati Viserys, then of course the Toros, because that is of course just the order that they go in terms of value. Anyway guys, there you have it for the discounts of the week, as well as how to make some money this week with the bonus activities going on. Now of course it is time to talk about the time trials. To start off with, we have Cypress Flats today as your RC Bandito time trial. We also have the Junk Energy time trial right here, which is Mirror Park for today. And your regular time trial right over here is Great Ocean Highway. And last but not least, your HSW time trial is right here. It is Textile City to Stab City. So it starts right here and it goes all the way up to the trailer park in Blaine County. Anyway guys, there you have it. That has been it for what to buy and what to avoid this week in Grand Theft Auto Online. If you guys enjoyed this video, if you learned something, a like is of course appreciated. If not, dislike. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and I will see you all in the next video. Until then, take care. Peace.